Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Colby Cheese, and I'm using the last of my energy. It's 4 a.m. in the morning to bring you a video of the new champion, Nami. And this is going to be the newest support champion in the league. Definitely have to say that, well, first off, I'm not really a bot lane player, and I don't really like to play support that much. But Nami was actually a lot of fun to play. And so let me go ahead and talk to you about her abilities. You'll see right away that in this particular lane combo here, we were able to pick up the first 2 kills quite easily. And the reason for that is that her Q ability actually throws out a little tiny AoE skill shot stun for about 1.25 seconds that kind of pulls people up into the air. And so it does a decent amount of damage. You can sit there and do ranged auto attacks in the meantime while they are pulled up in the air. So it works great with an engaged teammate, and I actually used a misfortune for these couple of games and it worked amazingly well. And then you see that little wave that I just shot out is her W, and what it does is if you attack an enemy with it, it'll bounce from them back to yourself or to your ally and then back to another enemy. So it can hit up to 3 targets. If you shoot at your ally or yourself first, it'll actually bounce from you to from yourself to the enemy and then back to your ally. And so you can hit always 3 targets, but depending on who you attack first, it can hit 2 enemies or 2 allies. And it does quite a bit of damage and quite a bit of healing. Now the thing about this is that I think they're trying to make it so that it does not turn into like a Sona sustain type of ability. So at max rank it costs like 120 mana, really expensive, and you really just want to save it for engages, and you don't want to just use it on yourself or your ally. You want to make sure you're always hitting at least 2 or 3 targets every time you use that W, so you get the max effectiveness. Now your E is actually pretty cool. It's kind of like adding a little tiny Lulu passive to your allies or to yourself. So what it does is for the next 3 auto attacks, it'll apply a little slow debuff to anyone attacked, and it also do pretty decent amount of damage. All of her abilities do skill on AP, and so you don't get as much skilling on that E, but it does help out. Every single auto attack is nice. Now her passive is actually an ability which every time you cast something on an ally or yourself, you get a small movement speed bonus. It's not a lot, but it's definitely nice for helping with disengages or just to go in aggressive on the enemy. And finally, her ultimate is amazing. It's like a giant, huge tidal wave of doom. And so probably the best comparison is if you were to take Janna's tornado and multiply it by like 500 or something like that. It's just big. And it does pretty decent damage. The cooldown on it is pretty high. It's like 2 minutes, I believe. And so you definitely have to worry about that. Now, pretty much the main thing you have to pay attention to on Nami is the fact that if you miss your Q in a critical situation, then you kind of gimp yourself where it's not a really simple targeted spell. And then if you whiff your ultimate like I just did there, then obviously that ultimate's down. But in that particular case, I actually landed a Q onto the Rammus right when he's about to taunt our Misfortune. She gets away, and I knock him up into the turret range, and we're able to pick up a kill from that. We get a shutdown onto the Katarina, who was getting quite fed there, and it actually turns out quite nice. So overall, I think Nami can do some really nasty plays, and she's going to be a great support champion. She has great, I think she has great supporting abilities if you're able to use her properly. And she's not necessarily even as hard as Lulu was whenever I tried out Lulu. So Lulu obviously is a very good support, but she requires some pretty skilled play, whereas Nami, the main skill is just landing that Q. And once you land that Q, you can actually really make some big difference in the plays. Now, obviously, there's a lot of new items to go over and things like that, and I didn't want to really focus on that in this particular video. I had a little bit of trouble deciding exactly what to build, but I'll promise you guys that I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on all of the new items and what to build on supports and carries and junglers and all that good stuff in upcoming videos. So make sure, if you haven't already, that you subscribe to my channel, as I am going to be focusing on all that content and, you know, trying to help you guys learn all the new stuff, because there is so much to learn with the new UI and all that. But overall, as far as Nami is concerned, I think she's a great new support. I actually can't wait to pick her up on live and see if they make any changes to her. Right now, she seems really good. I don't think she's overpowered or anything. She seems quite balanced right now. But overall, super fun. Maybe it'll actually make me feel like playing some support. Yeah, you know, usually I cringe when I have to play support, but if I had to play support with Nami, I think I would actually enjoy myself quite nicely, and that's saying a lot, I think. So overall, hopefully you guys enjoy the new support champion and enjoy my first look. So please hit that like button and leave some comments down below on what you think of her, and I'll see you around for the next couple of videos. This is Kobe Cheese. Peace out.